Why are we as human beings in constant battle mode with life? Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Witch Hazel, and today we are continuing on with our Yuletide special, 12 videos. Now, you'll notice that this video is getting posted rather late in the day. And that is because I had a change of heart with the theme for today's video at the very last minute. And yeah, so here it is. So, as they say, what had happened was, I have to admit, I have been massively tired this entire week, so tired. And I tried to hide it, to fake it in my last video, and apparently failed because I next day was talking to a friend of mine who watches my videos, and the first thing she said was, "Oh yeah, my mom saw your video. She said you looked sad." And I told her, "Oh no, she's probably just tired." So neither of those two options really sounds great to me, but in that case, I decided for today's video, I am just not even going to pretend to not be tired. I am tired. But as I was sitting there, trying to force myself to put together this video, I decided, or I thought, well, why? Why force myself to put something together? Yes, I promised it, but is it really worth it if I'm really not feeling like it? And that brought to mind this idea of choosing our battles in life. And I thought, you know what, that's probably a better theme to talk about today as we go into planning for the new year than what I had previously thought I was going to talk about. On top of that, because you know that I don't believe in coincidences, I received a text or a note from a family friend with a recommendation for a film to watch, kind of a documentary film. And this person, this family friend, has never suggested any particular films, books, anything to me before, so I thought it was interesting. He said, "Oh, I just finished watching this really nice film. Would you like to watch it too?" And he gave me the name of it. I thought, well, that's odd. And more odd on top of that was I had heard of this film before. It was a documentary about the life and unfortunate early death of a nun who was working in South America and died during an earthquake. I had seen this before, ages ago. I watched the trailer. I thought, oh, that would be interesting to watch. And then I never watched it. I just completely forgot about it. So of course, the way my quirky mind works, I thought, why would I get that now? Why today? Why is this important? So of course I had to sit and watch, sit and watch the movie. And it plays in very well with my new theme. All right, so long introduction aside, choosing our battles. Why are we as human beings in constant battle mode with life? Really, truly, we are. If you look at the things that we consume, the media we consume, especially when it's related to motivation, we tend to have this idea that life is a struggle, life is hard, life is harsh, and we just need to go at it all the time. If we are not succeeding in life, it's because we're not trying hard enough. We need to work more. Sleep is, you'll catch up on it when you're dead, right? This is the mentality, especially in the United States. But why? And it is very depressing. It puts you down if you are not a person with constant energy or constant ability to do things. And honestly, it's not very healthy, Because if you think about it, this constant pressure to do, all it does is put us into a constant state of stress, which wears down our body, it makes us sick. And where does it really get us? We are trying so hard to do so many things that in the end, we succeed at almost none of them. We see it reinforced in ideas like war binders. I love watching videos about war binders, about spiritual practice and strength. But again, I mean, just that title, war binder. We are at war with whatever it is, whether it's the devil, negative energies, all the forces trying to keep us down. We are at war. Why? Why we are choosing that in our verbiage, in our actions, in our mindset? Is it really healthy to do that? The same thing with challenges, 30-day challenge, 21-day challenge. Look at the word challenge. We are making something difficult on purpose. For what? To hopefully succeed in the end. And yes, if we do, we may feel really accomplished for a short period of time. But how many of us actually continue on whatever that good habit was we were trying to establish? Is it really sustainable over a longer period of time? Because most of us can find time in the short run to accomplish anything. But is it something you want to maintain in your life? If that's the case, then some brief little challenge like that is going to cause a massive amount of stress and is not likely to create any long-term success. What can we do instead? I once read a very short little pamphlet type book by Stuart Wilde. It was called Life Was Never Meant to Be a Struggle. And I really like that concept because if we think about it, we all have a purpose on this earth. We may know what it is, think we know what it is, we may be totally clueless, but we do have a purpose. And that purpose, like any other creature created by nature, everything we need to accomplish that purpose has been provided for us. We come into this world with absolutely nothing, and that's how we go out of it as well. So why are we constantly chasing after things? The newest clothes, the newest technology, the newest this, the newest that. Why are we chasing after it? We think we need it. You may notice whenever we create goals, we have this tendency to say, oh, well, once I have this, then I can do that. Oh, I want to do this, so I need that. But if we take the time to kind of slow down and think about it, is that really true? In most cases, no. We are just postponing change by thinking that way. What I have been attempting to do in recent months to varying success is to kind of cultivate this idea, this mindset that everything I need, I already have. Already have it. Therefore, I don't need to purposely struggle to get to where I want to be. Does that mean that I need to do nothing? No, because I am not right now where I want to be in the future. And I am a creature of my established habits. Those habits are difficult to break. Therefore, I do need to take steps to make changes in life, but the idea is that I can do so in a way which is not jarring or harsh to the system. It can be small steps over time made in conjunction with the natural energy flow of your life, in this case, my life. If I do it that way, It will be a much more subtle and natural change, and therefore much more likely to be both achievable and maintainable. So this is the concept. Sorry, I'm looking down again, notes. This is the concept that I want to take with me into my planning, which you're going to see next video. This idea of, yes, I want to make 1,000,001 massive major changes in my life. Always do, every year. But which of those changes are the most important right now? And very often, when you think about that, you will see that many of these things that we want to achieve are interrelated. So think about which one is the perfect starting point that will kind of domino into these other goals that you want to achieve. So find that first. That's what I'm going to try to do. And then look at how I can create a plan for taking steps toward that goal without making huge overnight or attempting to make huge overnight changes to my established routines. One thing I forgot to mention and want to mention about this video that was recommended to me. At first glance, this video reinforces the idea that life is hard, life is a struggle, because the very title is all or nothing. And this was the motto by which this nun lived. It was a very good motto for her, but for her, it did not mean necessarily putting massive amounts of effort into everything. She did, but she was able to do that. But what it truly meant to her was be authentic, be genuine. Don't say one thing and do another. Don't portray yourself as one person to a certain group and then portray yourself differently to another group. This is the important thing. And this is why I think the actual point and meaning of this film, the thing that I was meant to take away from it, was the idea of listening to your inner voice. Know who you are or who you want to be, and really tune into that inner voice, that little inner divine trying very hard to guide you, and do everything that you can to listen to that voice, to move in that direction. It does not have to be a sprint or a marathon, a huge race. You don't even have to run. What you're trying to do is take one tiny little step by step each day. Make one forward movement. The goal is not to move forward in great strides. The goal is not to fall back. All right, so that is, I think, all that I wanted to go over today. And in the next video, you will be getting to know my planner a little bit. So if that's interesting to you, please do keep an eye out. That will be up tomorrow. And wishing you well until then, blessed be.